everybody, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, vlogsters. I'm coming to you from the couch. Got your coffee? I know it feels so good today. It's been really warm out, but today it says it's 68 degrees, but it's gonna rain. So it's like that moist, cool air. It's just, I think the word is dank. That's the word I like. And I don't think it's a very nice word. It's like moist. Don't do it. So good morning. Take your first sip. Honey made me coffee. Let's see. Gave me, bless your heart. Aw, bless your heart too. I've been really good. It was a really couple of really not good weeks, but I'm really glad that I've been feeling really good lately. There's a couple of different factors that I can put it to, or just life. I ran out of my menopause support, like, what's this stuff called? Like the estrogen that I've been taking. But I take the generic Equate kind. And I ran out and I was like, oh, I'm not getting hot flashes. And oh, I'm not getting mood swings. Like I'm not getting irritable. And I was like, maybe I don't need it anymore. But slowly, I guess as the herbs or stuff started to leave my body, I don't really know, or coincidentally, I started to get like really much lower energy. And I started to get like not irritable like when I first started taking it, but like melancholy. And I was like, you know what, maybe it was doing more for me than I thought it was. So I did start that back up again. I've been doing like eating keto food, and I've been having some trouble controlling my blood sugar or bringing my blood sugar back down again. And I know that does have a lot to do with other factors. Stress, of course, there's always money stresses. I wasn't posting videos, so I wasn't earning money, and I'm not asking for money. Please don't give me money. I just, it adds stressors to your life, which of course then stress does affect your blood sugar. But I felt really weird last night. Like I got this like really weird wavy thing happening in my eye, which I got really scared about because, after the shots and everything, I'm like, I have to really pay attention. So I did my blood sugar and I did my blood pressure. My blood pressure was like super low, not like dangerously call 911 low, but it was 105 over 65, which for me and this big giant body, that's really low. Again, not 911 emergency low though. I was gonna have keto ice cream last night for dessert, but I got like the chill, so I had Jimmy make me just like some sugar-free quick, which I've only had twice so far, and like whole milk, and it never bothered me before. So I was like, okay, I'll have that instead. And I had a protein bar, which from Aldi, they're like 2 grams of net carbs. And right after, I didn't feel good, but I wasn't sure if it was just like, I worked yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw on my main channel, I had a video go live this morning at 8 o'clock. Did 4 springtime reads, which I know like some people are over spring, but spring has just started here weather-wise. I know spring has only been a week long, or 2 weeks at this point. I think Sunday will be 3 weeks. So today is Wednesday, so it's like 2.5 weeks since spring started. But I just wasn't in a spring mood because of the weather. The weather was not spring-like. The weather was gloomy winter-like. So my mood has changed. So the real inspiration, though, I will tell you, is the April edition of Country Living came out. And they sent over, like I'm a subscriber. So technically I got mine in March. But in March, the issue only had 1 wreath in it, and it was the one with the eggs. But then the digital online version came, and it had like 7 or 8 different wreaths, and I like, or door decor. So I was like, oh, I want to make those. We can make all those with Dollar Tree stuff. There's one that I want to make. It's going to be like its whole video, because you actually have to like do some computer printing and assembly of some things that you put on there. But it's going to be like the cheapest one, because it's basically just going to cost you a wreath form, and for all intents and purposes, you can put it on a piece of cardboard shaped like a wreath. So it's going to be almost a free wreath, but it's going to need its own video, and I need to buy ink. So there's that. That was the reason I didn't have it done already, is because I'm out of ink. So I said to Jim texted me last night, said I've been working today, and he said, I'm glad you feel like crafting again. And I was like, well, I feel like crafting like you feel like going to work. Some days it's great, some days it's work, some days it's like, oh, do I have to do this? I never wanted YouTube, my job, to be like that. Anytime in the past I would have a job that would feel like taxing or feel like work, I would quit or switch jobs. But with everything I'm going through, I'm giving myself a little bit more grace this time. It's really, I don't think I feel that way because I'm like of burnout or whatever. I think I feel that way just because of everything that's going on. So, because usually that feeling at a job comes at like the 3-year mark for me. And this has been like when my brother died, it was almost 4-year mark. So it was well over 3 years. I have a question for my other DIY farmhouse Dollar Tree decor people. What is the appeal, or maybe you guys who watch, I should say that. What is the appeal about everything looking high end? Do Dollar Tree DIYs look cheap to you, like to other people? I'm not really sure. Like, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's bizarre, but it's just something like I don't really get. Now, I don't get it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to you. It just means I don't get it. So I'm the kind of person, the reason I think I put that in like one video, because one video I think I actually duped a high-end store, but mostly I don't put that on my videos because I don't like high-end decor. I mean, I'm not making a face at people who do. That's just about me. I don't like high-end decor. I like homey, handmade looking things. That's what makes me feel more like a farmhouse, because you wouldn't buy stuff in your farmhouse. You would make stuff for your farmhouse. But maybe farmhouse is on its way out. Not for me, it isn't. It probably won't ever, because it used to just be called country, and then it was country chic, and then it was shabby chic, and now it's farmhouse. And it's just like little tweaks to the different types of decor, but they have base pieces that are just classic eternal, or eternal's not timely. You know, they just transition through times. So it's just I'm just curious about it. I have more stuff in the works. I have been getting inspiration from online, which is great. I still have the one project that I started months ago that I have to finish. I do need one more piece from the store. Jimmy said he might have one in his office supplies, but keeps forgetting to look for me. So maybe I'll get him to actually look for me today. But if you are really interested in DIYs and you have Facebook, I would suggest trying to join a Dollar Tree Facebook crafting group. You get a lot of really great inspiration from them. Sometimes they get it from YouTube and then they share it for people on Facebook who don't have YouTube, or they recreate it or whatever. But you can get really great inspirational ideas from there too. Today's laundry day. Jim's off. Today and tomorrow Jim is off. I really did want to go into Springfield this week, but is thunderstorms coming today and they're continuing into tomorrow, so it's probably not going to happen this week. But I use Groupon, and I joined Sam's Club for $24 for the year. It's not the all access Sam's Club, but it is like all access. You can get free shipping if you get like the premier membership. It's not that, but I put like a bunch of stuff in the shopping cart, and it seems like the shipping is just going to be $2.95 no matter what. But there's certain things that, like, yes, it saves to buy in bulk, but there's certain things that they just don't sell in the store that you can get. Oh, there goes the eye again. Oh, that's so weird. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I'm looking at the camera. It's so weird. I wish I could describe it to you. Other than, like, you know how heat distortion looks sometimes? I feel like heat distortion is just going like this, and it's like a ripple effect, or almost like electricity. Not flashes, because the doctor said watch out for flashes, but not really flashes, more like a pulsing gel. I don't know how to describe it, but anywho. Oh, I just realized I took my rings off to do my hair, and I didn't put them back on. So I wanted to go there. I wanted to see what was happening at the Target dollar spot. Possibly go to one of the $3 generals that they have in the area. There's actually 4, but there's the 3 that I've seen that I like. I have to find the 4th one. Somebody told me there was a 4th one. Jim said maybe we'll go tomorrow. Maybe we will go tomorrow. But tomorrow we are going to make beef teriyaki. I bought a roast last week or the week before. That was buy one, get one free. So I'm going to make London broil with one, and I'm going to have teriyaki with the other. I'm very excited. Can't think of what I was going to say. Oh, we're going to do some meal prep today. I had my last bit of waffles yesterday, and there I have no more French toast. So I have no more quick breakfast foods. So I think that I'm going to do that today. Today we have to marinate the teriyaki so we can cook it tomorrow. We did a lot of meal prep the other day on Saturday night. And we did some last week as well, I think on Friday night. But I'm loving this like potato salad that I made with cauliflower. And when I go to make it again, I'm definitely going to share it. Again, that's a recipe that I found. I kind of tweaked it a little bit, but it's a recipe that I found from Low Carb State of Mind, Jackie over at Low Carb State of Mind. She's on Instagram and on TikTok. I found her on TikTok. And she has like ebooks and everything, like cookbooks and stuff that she publishes online. So but she's got really amazing recipes. But there's a couple of things I want to try. So we will. I'm excited about it. We're going to do a grocery pickup tonight, but it's not really going to be groceries. There's a couple of food items in there. Like Jimmy really does Jimmy likes coffee with creamer. And he's been buying like sugary creamer, and he's been trying so hard to reduce his sugar beverage intake that I said, is there no sugar-free creamer that you like that I've tried or whatever? And he said, yeah, I like the Italian sweet cream. So I was like, let's buy more of that and stop putting so much in my coffee. I know. I like him to make it for me because he does put a little bit more than I would, but he doesn't have to put as much as he is. Let's put it that way. Somewhere between what I would do and what he's doing is where I like to be. So I was like, let's buy more of that. This way you can have a sugar-free creamer with your coffee. And so we're mostly picking up like medicine and personal care items because we have the family budget that we each pulled out personal care items out of our grocery shopping. Because when we added those, they ended up making it our budget much bigger than it already is. So we had that between 7 and 8. There's just a few things. Jimmy needs a shirt for work, so we picked up a couple of shirts. 2 to try. Hopefully if they have them both, he can try which one he likes best. If they only have one, then that works. If he finds the one he likes, if they have 2 and he finds the one he likes, we can return the other one, no problem, as long as you leave the tags on. You can return stuff from Walmart grocery pickup. When during the beginning last year during the pandemic, they made it like please don't return stuff, but they're making it's better now. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? What else did I want to talk about? The intermittent fasting is working really well. I don't know if you talked about that before, but I used to do a lot of mindless eating. And even now, I do have moments of mindless eating where I'll just like totally just pick on nuts. And you can see I have to get the other jar out of the closet, but I will just like totally pick on almonds. Almonds, again, like they still have some carbs in them and they are full of calories and good fats, but you know, you should be watching what you're doing. But look, I know me, and if it's going to be that or it's going to be pretzel thins, if it's going to be that or it's going to be Cheetos. Do you know what I'm saying? So I am making what I think is like a good choice. So we have some things we want to make. I want to make today. We're probably going to have order out for dinner. If we're going to do a lot of meal prep, Jim said maybe we'll just order out. I've been really jonesing. Like, I do carbs once every 2 months. I was doing like, today's the day where I'll allow myself to have one carb meal. You're supposed to do that to reset yourself. And I mean carbs by like complex carbohydrates, like bread or something, you know. But I've been really, really, really craving Little Caesars deep dish. It reminds me a lot of Sicilian pizza. Obviously, it's not New York pizza, but it reminds me a lot of Sicilian pizza. And I love it. You get 8 squares, but they're kind of like 4 squares equal like that size. And you get 2 pizzas that are about this big. And Jim has half, and I have one too. But usually I'll eat. When I started doing being a diabetic, I usually eat 2 slices and then freeze 2 slices. But we get one with the triple meats, and it's basically just got a ton of protein on top of it, which do what you can do, you know. But I've just been jonesing that so bad. I don't know if we're gonna get that, or today's Wingy Wednesday. I don't know if we'll get that. I don't know. He's decided yet. He hasn't decided what he wants for dinner. Shocker. I miss my family. If you're my family and you're watching this, I miss you and I love you, and I can't wait to be hugging you again. Yeah. I just truly cannot express to you my thanks. Let me not get emotional, but hold on a second. True, my family has been absolutely wonderful. While they're going through their own stuff, too, as well. And I just don't know where I'd be without them. But I also want to thank you guys. All of you have reached out with words of kindness. I actually had 2 people reach out to me yesterday. And I actually had like my DIYs I was editing at the moment. And it was just like amazing timing. I'm so grateful that we've created this online community, this family that is so supportive, not just of me, but of each other. I hear words of encouragement all the time in the comments. If somebody has even the slightest, what you seem as disrespectful comment, then people really do rush to my defense, to each other's defense. You're amazing. You're amazing. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so grateful that you're here. I am. How's that song go? God only knows where I'd be without you. God only knows where I'd be without you. I feel that way. I really, truly do. I do have lots of old videos to share of, I bought some Fry Life stuff over the course of the last year, and I just haven't been able to share it. And I'm like, I don't mind. I want to share it. I do, because Mary is become such an amazing friend. who also just has words of encouragement when I don't know that I need them, and then I get them. And I really love to share all of their beautiful things that they do over at their store and on their channel. And then, of course, I want to send out a special to Allie at Allie is All About the Dogs. You should check out her channel. She does Dollar Tree hauls. She does other makeup hauls and stuff too, but she's so much fun. She reached out to me as well last night, and it was a coincidence, but that I had a video already uploaded and scheduled. It was just amazing timing. When we make plans, God laughs, always in his timing, those types of things, you can just know that they're true. And Mary Ellen, thank you for everything. Whenever I feel like I can't do it, I turn to you, and I think of you, and I think of what I think is my tragedy isn't anything compared to your tragedy. And I know that sounds simplistic, but it is really helpful. I mean, it's really what's gotten me through my whole life growing up, being poor. And you're like, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. You can really get down on yourself. I want this, I want that. But then you're reminded of like what other people don't have and how much more than them that you do. And I kind of feel like that as a blessing too. I do have so much admiration for your strength and for your kindness and your generosity, and your heart is just... I also want to reach out to, I don't know, I have to go back and watch the video because I got friend mail from Canada. You might know who you are. That came the day before my brother died. I was editing the video last night, and I needed to make room on my phone, so I was looking at old raw footage, and I found the haul of when I opened your friend mail, and it was dated September 10th, and I realized I never uploaded it, and I never shared with the world what wonderful things you sent us. So I will go back. I just want to make sure. I don't want to call you out now because I cannot remember, because it was 6 months ago or 7 months almost at this point. I can't remember if you asked me not to mention your name. So I'm not going to mention your name now. But if you sent me a lot of beautiful stuff, me and Jim, a lot of beautiful stuff from Canada, you know who you are. Thank you. But really, truly, I'm so blessed. I may have had hardships, and I may have had struggles that I'm going through continuously and constantly, but I'm constantly trying to remind myself every time I go through a struggle of how blessed I truly am, of what I have that so many don't. So I'm going to try harder for you guys, to be there for you like you are for me. I'm not gonna cry. So enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your rest of your coffee. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.